to toss it out. But did you know that food waste is a significant issue? In fact, nearly 1/3 of all food produced globally is wasted. That's not just a waste of food, but also a waste of the resources used to produce it, like water, energy, and labor. Do you toss it and grab a takeaway? It's a tempting option, especially when you're hungry and looking for something quick and easy. But before you do, consider this. By throwing away those leftovers, you're contributing to a larger problem. Food waste in landfills produces methane, a potent greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. So, what can we do to make a difference? Hold on. Before you do, let's talk about food waste and how we can easily avoid it. There are simple steps we can take to reduce the amount of food we waste. For example, planning meals ahead of time can help ensure that we only buy what we need. Storing food properly can extend its shelf life, and getting creative with leftovers can turn them into delicious new meals. By making these small changes, we can have a big impact on reducing food waste. It's simpler than you think to make a big difference. Imagine turning those sad leftovers into a tasty new dish. With a little creativity, you can transform yesterday's dinner into today's lunch. Maybe add some fresh ingredients or try a new recipe. Not only will you reduce waste, but you'll also save money and enjoy a variety of meals. Plus, cooking at home can be a fun and rewarding experience. We've all been there, staring at forgotten food. It's easy to overlook items in the back of the fridge, and sometimes things do go bad. But by being more mindful of what we have and using it up before it spoils, we can reduce the amount of food that goes to waste. Keeping an organized fridge and rotating older items to the front can help ensure that nothing gets forgotten. But what if we could transform our kitchens into zero-waste zones? It might sound daunting, but it's actually quite achievable with a few simple changes. Using reusable containers, composting food scraps, and buying in bulk to reduce packaging waste are all great ways to start. By making these changes, we can create a more sustainable kitchen and reduce our environmental footprint. It's not about complicated rules, but small changes with a massive impact. Every little bit helps, and by making conscious choices, we can all contribute to a more sustainable future. Whether it's using a reusable bag, choosing products with less packaging, or simply being more mindful of our food consumption, these small actions add up. Together, we can make a big difference. Let's embark on a 1-hour zero-waste food challenge and discover how enjoyable and empowering it can be. Challenge yourself to create a meal using only what you have on hand without generating any waste. Get your friends and family involved and make it a fun and educational experience. You'll be surprised at how creative you can get, and you'll feel great knowing you're making a positive impact. So next time you're faced with leftovers, remember that with a little effort, you can turn them into something amazing. Our journey starts with a shopping list. Yes, a simple list. Plan your meals for the week and write down exactly what you need. This prevents impulse buys and ensures you only buy what you'll actually eat. Think about portion sizes too. It's better to cook a little less and want more than to have a mountain of leftovers. And don't be afraid to get creative with meal planning. Those extra vegetables can be roasted for a delicious side dish or blended into a soup. Now that we've conquered the shops, let's talk storage. Proper storage is key to preventing food from wilting or going bad too quickly. Invest in some airtight containers to keep your leftovers fresh and delicious. Did you know that storing your herbs in a jar of water in the fridge can keep them perky for longer? And those almost overripe bananas? Peel them, chop them, and freeze them for smoothies or banana bread later. Leftovers don't have to be boring. Embrace your inner chef and transform them into brand new dishes. Last night's roast chicken can become a flavorful chicken salad for lunch or a hearty filling for wraps. Get creative with your leftovers and challenge yourself to come up with new and exciting ways to use them. You'll be surprised at how delicious and satisfying a leftover makeover can be. Section 5. Food Waste Facts: The Shocking Truth. Did you know that roughly 1/3 of all food produced globally goes to waste? This staggering amount of waste has far-reaching consequences that many of us might not even realize. Imagine the resources that go into producing this food: the water, the energy, the labor, and the land. All of these are squandered when food is thrown away. That's a shocking statistic. Food waste isn't just about wasted food, it's about the entire chain of resources that are lost along with it. Think about the water used to grow crops, the energy consumed in transportation, and the labor involved in harvesting and processing. All of these efforts go to waste when food is discarded. It's also about wasted resources, the water, energy, and land used to produce it. For instance, agriculture accounts for a significant portion of global water use. When food is wasted, all the water used to grow that food is wasted too. Similarly, the energy used in farming, processing, and transporting food is also wasted. This is not just an environmental issue, but an economic one as well. When food rots in landfills, it releases methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Methane is significantly more effective at trapping heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide, making it a major contributor to climate change. The decomposition of organic waste in landfills is one of the largest sources of methane emissions, a powerful greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. The impact of methane on our climate is profound. It accelerates global warming, leading to more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruptions to ecosystems. Reducing food waste can significantly cut down on methane emissions, helping to mitigate climate change. By reducing our food waste, we're not only saving money and resources, but also making a positive impact on the environment. Simple actions like planning meals, storing food properly, and using leftovers can make a big difference. Communities around the world are finding innovative ways to reduce food waste, from community gardens to food sharing programs, but also doing our part to protect the planet. Every small action counts. By being mindful of our food consumption and waste, we can contribute to a more sustainable future. Together, we can reduce the environmental impact of food waste and help combat climate change. Let's take action today for a better tomorrow. Section 6. Compost Champions: Turning Scraps into Garden Gold. Even with our best efforts, there will always be some food scraps we can't use. But don't despair. Those potato peels, eggshells, and coffee grounds can be transformed into nutrient-rich compost for your garden. Composting is a simple and effective way to recycle organic waste and turn it into something incredibly beneficial for your plants. By composting, you are not only reducing the amount of waste that ends up in landfills, but also creating a valuable resource for your garden. The process of composting involves breaking down organic materials into a rich, dark soil amendment that can improve the health and vitality of your plants. The composting process is quite fascinating. It involves the decomposition of organic matter by microorganisms, such as bacteria and fungi, which break down the materials into simpler compounds. This process generates heat, which helps to kill off any harmful pathogens and weed seeds, making the compost safe to use in your garden. The end result is a nutrient-rich, dark, crumbly substance that can be used to enrich your soil and provide essential nutrients to your plants. Composting is not only beneficial for your garden, but also for the environment, as it helps to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and conserve natural resources. Composting is easier than you think. You don't need a lot of space or special equipment to get started. All you need is a compost bin or pile, some kitchen scraps, and a little bit of patience. There are many different methods of composting, from simple backyard composting to more advanced techniques like vermicomposting, which uses worms to break down the organic matter. No matter which method you choose, the basic principles are the same. Provide a good mix of green and brown materials. Keep the compost moist but not too wet, and turn it regularly to aerate the pile and speed up the decomposition process. You can start a compost bin in your backyard or even use a worm farm if you have limited space. Worm farms, also known as vermicomposting systems, are a great option for those who live in apartments or have small gardens. They are compact, easy to maintain, and produce high-quality compost that is rich in nutrients. Worms are natural decomposers and can process a large amount of organic waste in a short period of time. By using a worm farm, you can recycle your kitchen scraps and create a valuable soil amendment for your plants, even if you don't have a lot of space. Composting not only reduces waste, but also enriches your soil and reduces the need for chemical fertilizers. By adding compost to your garden, you are improving the structure and fertility of the soil, which can lead to healthier plants and higher yields. Compost provides a slow-release source of nutrients, which means that your plants will have a steady supply of the essential elements they need to grow and thrive. Additionally, compost helps to improve soil drainage and water retention, which can reduce the need for frequent watering and help to conserve water. Composting is a simple and effective way to recycle organic waste and create a valuable resource for your garden. By composting, you are not only reducing the amount of waste that ends up in landfills, but also creating a valuable resource for your garden. The process of composting involves breaking down organic materials into a rich, dark soil amendment that can improve the health and vitality of your plants. The end result is a nutrient-rich, dark, crumbly substance that can be used to enrich your soil and provide essential nutrients to your plants. So start composting today and turn your kitchen scraps into garden gold. Your plants will thank you, and you'll be doing your part to help the environment. Happy composting! Section 7. Small changes, big impact. One meal at a time. The 1-hour zero-waste food challenge might seem like a small step, but its ripple effects are enormous. By adopting these simple habits into our daily lives, we can collectively make a significant dent in the global food waste crisis. Every meal we save from going to waste is a victory for our wallets, our health, and our planet. Let's spread the word and inspire others to join the zero waste movement. Section 8. Join the movement. Zero Waste Warriors Unite. The zero waste lifestyle is gaining momentum, and for good reason. More and more people are realizing the importance of reducing their environmental impact, and tackling food waste is an excellent place to start. Connect with like-minded individuals online or in your community who share your passion for sustainability. Share your tips, recipes, and successes, and learn from others who are on the same journey. Together, we can create a powerful movement